Hey fellas, thanks for starting the show off. I'm here with my man John Vignocchi of Midway. Hello, John.
What's up, dude?
Welcome from Chicago. We got NBA Ballers Phenom, NBA Ballers Rebound. They're both going to be here. We're going to play them. World premiere, exclusive, all those adjectives you can use for such things. Let's fire it up, shall we, John?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. First, we're going to play NBA Ballers Phenom on the Xbox.
All right, so check it out. This is the new installment of NBA Ballers called NBA Ballers Phenom. NBA Ballers, the first installment, obviously, was the first one-on-one basketball game out in a long time. Had a story mode in it. Ballers 2 continues that tradition, but probably our biggest gameplay feature that we have now is a 2-on-2 gameplay mode.
Nice. Now, in the last game, you got the occasional one-on-one match.
Right.
But this is now straight up 2-on-2.
Well, it has the one-on-one and one-on-one
Right.
and 2-on-2.
Nice.
Right. Say that 3 times fast.
One-on-one, one-on-two. Yeah. All right, cool. So what's this right here? We're picking our teams?
Right here, yeah, we're at the player select screen. I'm just going to breeze through this real quick. All of the levels from Ballers 1 are in Ballers Phenom. Some of them are being touched up a little bit by our art team. Ricky Boronat, you guys, you rule.
I got to ask, actually, how many of those levels were based on reality? Like, does Scottie Pippen really have a sweet yacht?
Yeah.
Like that big?
At Belmont Harbor.
Really?
Yeah.
It looks like that?
Yeah.
Or is that just
What do you think? Well, have you been? Well, we went to Pippen's, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so,
all right, sure.
Yeah.
I believe. All right, so where are we playing?
So,
this match?
Excuse us. We're really early. It's still like a preview, but we've got 16 new levels in the game in addition to the old levels. We've got some more street courts in this version of the game because we have this whole open world mode, which we'll get to in a minute.
Right.
I'm actually going to jump into the North Hollywood Prep level. We've got our UI team is, we've got a whole new UI. So now it's kind of like, if you notice, like Ballers 1 was a little more hip hop. This is like a little more like Sean John style.
Mm-hmm.
A little more like Rockaware. It's got like this kind of, this cool look to it. Like,
is that why he chose Chauncey Billups to be the cover athlete?
Well, yeah. I mean, Chauncey's a cool guy. I mean, Chauncey is, obviously with the NBA reinventing their image, Chauncey isn't like this bling bling guy.
Right.
But he's also, he's.
I still saw the huge diamond taking up the corner of the main menu, though.
Yeah, well.
All right, so is this loading up right here?
Yeah, the flying's a little messy right now.
No problem. We just want to see that. We just want to see the game.
And of course, Ballers Phenom, like Ballers 1, will be at a full, beautiful 60 frames per second quality.
Now, has the gameplay changed at all?
It has. Some of the stuff from Ballers 1, that we basically went on all the message boards, Game FAQ, we did focus group tests, GameSpot, everywhere, and said, what do you guys like, what do you guys don't like, what can we do to improve the game? So you'll notice this time around, some of the complaints, like dudes were jumping for dunks into the basket, hitting their head on the rim.
I like that.
What?
Yeah, I like hitting my head in the rim. I thought, it was fun.
Yeah, I bet you did.
It got in the way, though. But anyway, go on.
So anyway, like guys from the outside were making three-pointers way more than they should. So we've tweaked all those kind of things. In addition to that, we have 30 new active full moves in the game. We've got active full shots now that are in the game. So we actually have trick shots. A lot of you guys, when you're doing your writing, you're saying, why aren't there trick shots in games? Ballers Phenom now has trick shots. I'm going to jump out of here real quick and show you some of the other stuff. But yeah, it's been fun. We're working day and night to try to make this, a cool game, and we've got mandatory 10 to 10 hours and Saturdays. And
now let's let's go back to you talking about how the NBA is reinventing its image.
Yeah.
And now Midway just came out with a football game that had a lot of fun by not having to go by a strict set of guidelines imposed upon it. How are you dealing with the NBA? What have they made you change? Like, for one thing, I've noticed in the one trailer that's out so far is that all of the athletes playing the games are wearing their team uniforms.
Well, right. That is mainly actually because we're still in the process of getting all the alternate outfits.
All right, good. I was worried.
Yeah, no. We're still gonna have all that cool stuff that you saw in Ballers 1. But there are certain rules now. The league doesn't want the guys to be wearing necklaces and jewelry. I mean, that's not really their image anymore. It's more about suits. It's more about being classy and professional. David Stern's asked that, and he's their boss, and he's the one who's writing the checks.
The Don.
Right. So I mean, if David Zucker asked me, hey, wear a suit every day to work, I'm writing you $1 million checks. Hey, no problem, DZ. I'll take care of it. Done.
So has the NBA asked you to do anything beyond that?
Absolutely. I mean, they've just said, tone it down a little bit, but let's make it classy and professional. It can still be about the lifestyle, but let's not make it crazy. And so, like, there's some things like they've made us take necklaces off the NBA players. So now we don't have guys, like rocking big jewelry, but we can have like watches and earrings and that kind of thing. They can have gear. They don't have to always be wearing their jerseys. They can have different stuff. Right here, we're looking at the opening movie for the game. This opening movie, basically, it sets up the premise for the story. It's NBA Finals week. We're in Hollywood, and the NBA is celebrating all things basketball. And so they're hosting a series of street ball tournaments. And the #1 ranked street ball player at the end of the week gets a check for $1 million.
Nice. And
also gets a chance to be drafted in the league. Now, throughout all this, as you see in these cutscenes here, we've got Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce, who of course was part of And One, and now is his own entity itself. He's a part of the game. He's his own little celebrity, and Hot Sauce plays the main antagonist. And what happens is the backstory is that you and Hot Sauce were buddies. Hot Sauce then tells these agents, it's not about you, Rich. You're nothing. It was about me. I was the one who brought everything, to the court. And so Hot Sauce, jibs you out of a deal, and then he steals your girlfriend, as you're seeing right here.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah. Look at that, though. So he takes your girlfriend, and then basically it's finals week. You're there, and it's time to take everything back. And so along the way, you run into Chauncey Billups. We actually have some of the NBA athletes lending their voices to the story.
How'd they do?
Okay.
Did all right?
Yeah, I mean, they need direction.
Yeah.
But, so does everybody, right? So we had, Chauncey in the studio. We've got another secret NBA player I can't really talk about, who's lending his voice, and Ludacris is also in the game.
Oh, okay.
As you play through the game, like in the background, depending which tournaments you play and how you decide to progress to the story, you either become like this urban entrepreneur or you become this NBA, superstar. And so if you choose to follow Luda's path, you see him in cutscenes, he's encouraging you, I want you to do this, I want you to, it's all about the clothes, it's all about building your own empire. If you follow him and do what he wants to do, then you get that into the game. If you follow Chauncey, who's like, it's about the love of the game, man. It's about, let's be on top, go to the NBA coaching clinics, do all this kind of stuff. If you follow Chauncey, then it's a totally different ending. And they're always like back and forth, BSing with each other, whatever.
Nice. And in between all this, you get to straight up run around on the streets of LA.
Yeah, that's what we're going to get to that right now.
So this is you?
Yeah, well, no.
No.
This is me on the weekends.
Right.
Basketballer.
With the bat. Now you said no chains on the players, chains on you though?
No,
or?
Chains absolutely on your own character.
All right.
We can't put LeBron, rocking a $100,000 piece,
right.
and jewelry and.
Can you put him in like an old man beard though, and make him,
Oh yeah, you can make your character. You can make your character any way
yeah.
you want. I mean, it was just like Ballers 1 got a lot of props for its Create a Baller system or Create a Player system, and we've expanded on it. We've put a lot of RPG elements in the game. So now it's like depending on which position you play, you choose your character to be. We have like maximum and minimum attribute thresholds. So if you decide to be like a center. Your character can be, 7'2" maximum, or I'm sorry, minimum height, 7'8" maximum, and he can have 100 in dunking, but can never have more than like 60 in three-point shooting.
Ah.
So it's kind of like that RPG style, like it's like the race class, if you will. Are you, a warrior or a mage or whatever? In this scene right here, we've got the NBA attendant who hands you the T-Mobile sidekick. That's like it's that's part of the whole lifestyle,
right?
But that's one of the ways we convey more of the story: text messages, voicemail messages, that kind of thing. So
cool.
Yeah.
Now, is there any way you can import players from the previous game?
We're toying with it. We're thinking about it. It's tough. It's we've changed the way some of the systems work.
Right.
So, since like now attributes are on a scale from 0 to 200 as opposed to 0 to 100. But we definitely want to do something where if you've got your Ballers 1 save file, we unlock something cool. Maybe
nice.
Maybe an old school Midway arcade game.
Oh, ooh, that'd be nice.
A GameSpot exclusive. Ooh, you get it.
Well, let's run around the streets real quickly.
I'll do it.
All right, cool.
We also have, while the screen is loading, we've got this. We've got the MTV license, and as you play through these different tournaments and as you win tournaments, now you unlock NBA player episodes from MTV Cribs.
Nice.
So maybe if they got one with Scottie Pippen's yacht.
Maybe, yeah, then I'll believe you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because that thing is huge. All right, what about the soundtrack to the game? Is that locked down yet?
Soundtrack, yeah, totally locked down. We're working on it. Our licensing department and our legal department's busting butt. 35 original songs. You know, the first one was 21 songs. This one's 35. All original songs, done by underground guys, but also done by some above ground guys. So we've got like Manny Fresh is on the soundtrack. You know, he's moved like 25 million albums, whatever. We've got Chingy, Bubba Sparks, Gorilla Black, Freeway, Neo. You know, all those hip hop guys. In addition to that, there are also going to be hopefully playable characters.
Cool. Big plans. All right, so now you're on the streets. What are the kind of things you can do here?
Okay, so Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City style. We got a basketball. I promise you it's going to be better than that. Don't worry.
Is that the unlockable game? Or is that,
yeah, no, that
wasn't you. All right, my bad.
EA game.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
So you can actually bounce the ball off of objects in the environment. Here I threw it off a mailbox. Mailbox yields a diamond. Each of the neighborhoods have 5 different diamonds hidden around in them. You collect them all and then take them to a jeweler at the end of the game. It gives you a new piece. We have different vendors. Vendors sell different food items. Only in story mode can you acquire these food items. And then in-game, you can press a button, open up your backpack, and then consume that food. And it gives you a temporary buff to your attributes, like 30 seconds on fire, that kind of thing.
Like a chili dog will do.
Huh?
Like a chili dog will do.
Yeah.
It'll definitely set you on fire.
Yeah, definitely.
So how big are the cities you can walk, the areas you can walk around?
You know, it's certainly not, and I don't want anyone to be confused, it's definitely not like a Grand Theft Auto style, you know, city, and a sports gamer doesn't want something like that. There, if you look at like a Baller's 1 court, it's like 6 to 8 times the size of a Baller's 1 court.
Nice.
In our engine, what's incredible is that, you know, totally was not designed to handle this kind of thing, but our awesome tech team and awesome art team has managed to squeeze as much power as they can out of the engine and build this. Here's an example of another vendor where I can go. I can buy different types of basketballs here. 12 different balls in the game.
You got a lot of money. Now, how do you earn money? I'm guessing you don't start out with how many?
No.
Is that $10 million?
No, that's Johnny Ballers, man. That's why he's got all that money. But these guys right here, like, they've got exclamation points above their head. Those are different side mission guys. Earn money by running side missions. Earn money by participating in winning tournaments. And we've got like a lot of, you know, cause and effect stuff. Like here, for instance, there's the VIP area back there, you know, and I throw the ball off the light, diamond pops. In addition to that, security guard runs over there. And now there's an open area back here where I can go pick up another diamond. There's more vendors and more stuff back there. It's a different part of the world that I unlocked. So it's interesting, especially for a sports game, you know.
So we will have a full preview of this on the site tomorrow, and we'll have gameplay footage as well. When's this game coming out?
Spring.
Spring of this year?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. You never know.
This guy wants a problem.
Anything else you want to say about the game before we move on to the show? Or?
Nothing. Just NBA Ballers Phenom, Spring 2006. Hope everyone likes it. Hope you like it.
We will like it. This game looks great. I like it right now.
That's what's here.
All right, but right now we're going to be playing NBA Ballers Rebound on the PSP
wait
shortly.
Till you see that.
Shortly, not yet though. But right now we're going to kick it back over to Ryan Davis and Brad Shoemaker with Metal Gear 3 Subsistence on the Japanese version online. Take it away, fellas.